Afternoon, folks. Coming to you this fine Mother's Day afternoon from Chattanooga, Tennessee. I did a video for y'all, well, it was the last video I did, tell you the 5 bad things about trucking and the 5 things that are wrong with trucking. Basically telling you, you can't deal with those 5 things. Might not be the career for you. Now I'm gonna give you 5 good things about trucking. 5 of the big reasons why I do what I do. And, number 1. Do you not like somebody looking over your shoulder all day? Nipping at your heels. We've all had that boss where no matter how much you do, it ain't good enough. Me personally, I'm an introvert. I don't people well. I don't deal with nagging or nitpicking well either. Probably the reason I'm not married. But it's a job where more or less you get your own boss. I mean, of course, you gotta do what your dispatch tells you to do. You get on a good relationship with them, and said basically go do your thing. I don't do well with people looking over my shoulder. You basically make your own schedule. It's one of the few jobs in the world that it's really up to you how successful you are. Guys that are really good trip planners, maybe know a little something about business, good at managing their time and such. Well, they do real good at trucking. If you're one of those people that needs constant instructions, need verification before you can make any decisions, well, I wouldn't recommend it. There's a lot of times like today, it's Sunday, my dispatch is completely closed up. There's a dispatcher I can't get a hold of, for emergencies or whatever. But more or less, I'm on my own to get into the yard this morning, get my truck, go get to a trailer, go pick up a load, get up here where I'm going on time. It's completely up to me. I don't have somebody call me on the phone saying, "John, it's time to go to work," or I do that by, I'm sitting at the house and got a load going out. I get 2 times burned in my head. The time I'd like to leave to make the trip as easy as possible, and the drop dead rock solid time I got to leave to get where I'm going on time. once you figure those things out, you know, figure out time you get out here long enough, you figure out, you know, how long it takes you to get from here to there. Especially, you know, I run a regular route, so I really know how long it takes me. And you got to throw into account it's Mother's Day, so everybody's going to see Mama, and so there's going to be some traffic. That's going to delay you a little bit, so you got to account for that. But if you're able to do all them things, it's a great job. Personally, I like being in charge of my day. It's the only way I want to work. Before I drove a truck, I was self-employed. Number 2 thing. It's a pretty doggone good paying job. Especially right now. It's pay is through the roof right now. Could it get better? Oh yeah. It probably will before all this mess is done. But there's not a lot of jobs you can walk into without a high school diploma. Get a month's worth of training. Step off your first year, make $40,000-$50,000, 50 plus if you pick it up quicker. This thing about dispatchers, they won't put you on those good money loads until they know they can count on you. Once you get a relationship with your dispatcher, which you should have, it's hard in the bigger companies, but these smaller companies like the one I work for, it's the only way to do it. You get a decent relationship with your dispatcher, get them to where they can count on you. And going back to point number 1, once you get in that relationship, they can count on you.
Continue on route.
They won't check up on you so much. Which anymore, they don't have to call you and check up on you. All they gotta do is look on their computer. Tell them exactly where you are. And they can do math like anybody else. Tell if you're running on schedule or not. Like I say, you get in your first year, pick it up, learn the business, learn your job. And by year 2, year 3, you wouldn't have any real problem making $70,000 to $80,000. These roads. Number 3 thing. Well, you get to see the world, through a windshield. But if you go hardcore over the road, and, you know, do 34s and such. You get out and see the sights. You can stop 34 somewhere or all weekend in a truck stop. You know, Enterprise will bring you a car for a pretty reasonable price. You can go out and hit the town. I'll guarantee you'll see things out on this road that you never dreamed you could see, or you would see. Not all of it good, but most of it a life lesson. Mostly what not to do. Thing. Let's see here. I didn't write these things down. I had them all in my head. That was a mistake. Number 4, job security. You're about to see a time in this country. A lot of youngins probably hadn't seen it before, but people are going to be getting laid off. Going to be more unemployed people you can shake a stick at. And jobs will get difficult to find. Not in trucking. Now granted, if you drive a car hauler or a flatbed or something, you might need to swap what kind of trailer you're pulling to keep money flowing. But the jobs will be there. People gotta eat. Companies are getting to where they're throwing everything at you with the kitchen sink so you don't leave. And like I say, your big mega carriers won't be that way. They'll treat drivers like they numbers until they go bankrupt. Cookie crumbles on that one. It's with these middle to small size carriers, oh yeah, constantly hearing about pay raises, insurance rate deduction, sign-on bonuses. A lot of these recruiters out here, they would give away their mother's soul to get a driver. Because they got some boss breathing down their neck. Because they don't have enough drivers. We went through a stretch there towards the end of COVID where we couldn't even get our drivers come in and put in applications. And what they do, they gave us a nickel raise. And a month later, they gave us a nickel bonus, incentive bonus. Then 3 months after that, gave us another nickel raise. for the bonus, I get it at the end of the quarter. It's like an extra paycheck. But job security, yeah, that's a very important thing. And it's nice to know that pretty much no matter what happens, you can take care of you and your family. Number 5. This one's important to a lot of people, especially younger ones today, that don't put down no roots. Say, if you don't like to be cramped or stuck in one place, it's like, you know, if you're in Fresno, California, you're like, well, I got this good job in Fresno, California, so I'm stuck in Fresno, California. Either way, trucking. If you're in Fresno, California, you say, I'm sick of this place. And you pretty much throw a dartboard at a map. Anywhere in this country. And you can move there. Plus, with all the travel around you do, you can get a good idea about where you'd like to live. And if your company, you know, let's say your company's in Fresno and you got to live so close to the terminal, it is not hard to find another job. You can go anywhere in these here 50 states. And find a trucking job. Pretty much without hardly even looking. If you are looking, it's probably, you're looking at these 5 different companies and got to pick which one's going to give you the best deal. In trucking, it's not much job hunting, it's job shopping. It is 100% a driver's market. If a recruiter tells you something that you don't want to hear, you can just cross them off the list. Up your stuff and move. Get there for a year or two, decide you don't like it there, pick up your stuff and move. Yeah, if you don't like being held down in one place, trucking is probably the job for you. There's not a lot of other jobs that you can do this way. But like and subscribe if you would. Shoot me some questions down there and I'll do my best to answer. Y'all have a good one. I'll catch you on the flip side.